Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? A little rattled there at the beginning, wasn't it? How are you guys doing this evening? Oh, I already said that. How are you guys doing this evening? How are you doing this evening? It is 5:50 p.m. and I have been running around like crazy trying to get stuff done before Alex comes home, and also before I have to get ready for before I have to get ready to go to my meeting tonight. I don't know why I can't speak tonight. Anyway, I just finished putting all of the Christmas bedding together. Put it up on the bed and changed the sheets and put the comforter on and put all the pillows up there, and then I put the little Christmas tree in the corner and lit some candles, and it's a very cozy Christmas and I'm very excited about it. And tomorrow I'm hoping to put up the Christmas tree downstairs, and then I found this like Christmas gnome downstairs in the basement. I don't remember buying it, but I must have bought it last year sometime. But anyway, and then I think that's it for the Christmas decorations. We're done. We got the Christmas porch, we got the Christmas tree inside, we got the Christmas gnome, and we got the Christmas bedding, and we are done. We are complete. We are ready for the Christmas season. That is 3 weeks away. So I will be very relaxed and ready to enjoy my cozy Christmas season now. So anyway, but I'm really happy that I got the bedding done because that was something that I really wanted to do. It's so funny because I keep on taking like all this bedding off of the bed, but because we do so much other laundry, I just pile it in. It's like this big pile of bedding that we have in the basement that I feel like at the end of the summer I'd done like a big pile of bedding and then folded it all, and now we have like 2 comforters, 2 blankets, and they all, like, they're huge, and so they each need to be like washed and dried separately so that they, you know, get fully, because like sometimes when I wash like a comforter, it takes like 2 times drying it, sometimes 3 for it to get fully dried, and then sometimes we have to like, you know, hang it and everything like that. So I have this huge pile of bedding in the basement. I'll get to that next week. So anyway, got up today. I didn't really do a whole lot, honestly, around the house today. The later part of the day, I was kind of running around. I actually made a doctor's appointment today to see well, not for today, but I called and made the appointment today to see my spine specialist that I had seen. She said the last time I was there was 2021. I think it was August of 2021. I don't remember, but I don't remember what month it was that she said. But anyway, it was sometime in 2021. And that was when I was having the back pain. There were 2 separate times. One was when, I don't know if you guys remember this, but like I literally could not even walk like 2 to 5 feet. Like I had to sit down, and it was so bad, and Alex had to take me like to the emergency room, and it was like really bad. Do you guys remember that? And then he ended up seeing me, and he gave me an injection in my back. The second time was something completely different. I think that was the time that it might have been like between like the L4 and the L5 or something. I don't know. I don't remember anything about it. But he gave me another injection, but the injection was a different kind of injection than he had given me before. And each time he told, well, I think it was maybe just the second time he told me that like call him in 2 weeks and see, like either the injection would work and it would improve, and it would really help with the back pain. Of course this thing is going out of focus tonight. And it would really help with the back pain, or we would have to look at other options, like possibly like some kind of surgery or something like that. So I'm not really in that much excruciating pain, but I have lingering pain. Like when I wake up in the morning, my back typically hurts, and it's when I lay on my stomach, most likely. Somebody said, I think it was in a comment in the vlog, that when they lay on their stomach and they had back pain too, that it hurts because it's like their sides pushing in or something like that. I don't remember what they said, but that is how it feels. It feels like the back pain that I had the last time. When I was going to the neurosurgery clinic after the accident, you know, the woman that I was seeing, she released me and said that everything was fine and that the x-rays, like I talked to this doctor's nurse today all about this. She's going to get the x-rays in my MRI. she said I might have to go get another MRI, excuse me, if I haven't had one on this specific area in the last year. So I don't have, my appointment's not for 2 weeks, so I might have to go get an MRI sometime in between them. But anyway, when I talked to the neurosurgery clinic person the last time when they released me and discharged me, she said that the x-rays showed that everything was improving. And so when I was saying to her that I was still having back pain, she said she thought it was that because of the accident, it had like brought up like the previous pain. So when I was talking to the nurse today on the phone, she was like, yeah, that could be very possible. So I'm gonna see him this month. So I made that appointment. And then, oh, my neurologist had called, his assistant had called also, because they had apparently ordered like blood work on me, and she was like, we can't find the results of the blood work. And I was like, you never called and told me that you had an order for that. I follow up on that stuff, like I'm right on it, you know? And so she was like, we didn't. So I called her back today and I was like, I need an order for this. So she'll email that over to me if she hasn't already. I haven't looked since I called in my emails. And then I talked to a couple people on the phone, and I just got off the phone with my dad. I was talking to him for a long time, my dad and my stepmom. And I'm gonna get ready here in just a second. Well, I haven't heard from Tanya today, and I didn't talk to her late last night like we usually do. And so I texted her. Oh, she said yes. Because I texted her and I said 7:30, and my dad sends me all these screenshots of things. I texted her and I said 7:30, right? And she said, yep, yes. So. I'm gonna say, should I get there early for coffee or no? Because sometimes we go, like last week we went and got coffee and it was so much fun. But anyway, other than that, I have a couple drama videos that I've like written in my notes that I was gonna make. I have something in the corner of my eye. I have a couple drama videos that I like have in my notes to make. Sometimes for me to like talk about something, like I have to be like real spirited about it, like talking about it. And she's texting me back. Please hold. Up to you, boo, she said, 7:15. I texted her back and I said, who gonna check me, boo? Sure. Because that's her favorite quote from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Tanya always says, who gonna check me, boo? Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, shoot, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I had all these drama videos. Well, I don't have all, but I have like a couple that I had like done a list of. I want to do another unpopular opinions video because I really enjoyed doing that the last time that I did it. So I'm thinking about doing that maybe like later in the week. I actually need to put up like something on Instagram about that. Like what would people like to hear my unpopular opinions about? So I'm going to put that up over there. And then I might do that video sometime later in the week. And then I had a couple other videos. I had a Shane Dawson video that I was going to do, but I just did a Shane Dawson video yesterday. And I don't typically like, I mean, I do it. Like I'll do like a Jaclyn Hill video 2 days in a row, but I don't love to do that. I think people get burnt out on it, and I don't really, to be honest with you. I was like actually talking to somebody else that does YouTube today, and we were talking, and they said something about, we were talking about like, and this is somebody that does have something completely different than what I do on YouTube, but we were talking about like doing what you're passionate about. Like they asked me like suggestions, and I was like, I think like you're so passionate about such and such, like this is what you should do. And they were like, yeah, you're probably right. And I'm like, well, it's like what you talk about all the time. So this is what you should do if you're passionate about it, right? And then I said, you know, it's interesting because people will come to my channel and they'll say, oh, you always talk about the same 5 to 6 people over and over and over again. But the reality is, those are the same 5 to 6 people that I'm interested in. Like, I mean, if I had to make, you know, a Real Housewives of YouTube that I would watch, it probably would be the same 5 to 6 people that I talk about. Like, I still am interested in talking about them, you know what I mean? Like, so, not as much always as I am, and so, but, so yeah. So, I didn't do that, and then, I posted my Peterisms video really late last night, so I wasn't going to turn around and post another video today. And then, I wanted to make my booktube video today, but it's about the book club, and so I was texting Mel, and so she's going to post, the book for January tomorrow, and I'm going to make my booktube video tomorrow and post that so that they go up simultaneously. Yeah. And then the review, I was going to do talking about the TV show Wednesday, and in all honesty, like, I just didn't feel like it today. I don't know why, I just didn't feel like talking about it today, so I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do that video today. But I did just get sent something very cool in the mail. They, like, reached out to me, and they're like, we would love to, like, send you one of these. I get, every once in a while, people, it's usually from my review channel, people will reach out to me, and they'll say, like, we'd like to send you this. It's actually, I get reached out to by, like, this is going to sound so funny, but a lot of cookie companies will reach out to me, like, independent cookie companies, because I do I was going to say Insomnia. I do the crumble cookies reviews. And they'll say, like, can we send you some cookies and whatever. So, but I got sent this product. It's not cookies. And it's actually something that I really could use. And so I actually just, like, somebody sent me a screenshot of something very similar that they had purchased for their husband. And so, which as soon as I say that, I know someone is going to be like, oh, I know what he's talking about. So don't say it in the comment section below if it's you. But I'm going to review this for my review channel, but I don't know when I'm going to do that. But that just came in the mail today, because I ordered a Team C's sweatshirt from Mr. Beast, you know, Team C's, because if you're looking for really cool Christmas gifts for people, I don't know how long it'll take to get there, because this sweatshirt I ordered, I feel like it's been like 3.5, 4 weeks now, and it still hasn't come. It hasn't even been, like, confirmed to be sent. But I ordered a Team Tree. So, you know, he started the Team Trees thing, and then he did Team C's. And so when you purchase items from the merch shop, so much of them go to donating towards, like, this is like cleaning up the seas, you know, and water. And the Team Trees one is like for planting trees and things like that. So it goes towards a good cause. So, like, I love giving gifts that have, like, a good cause to them. So when I bought the Team Trees one, like, I don't know, I bought it just because I wanted to be like, I think, like, this Team C's thing is different. It doesn't say on there, like, where your purchase goes towards donation, but you can also make a donation. But the Team Trees one, when I purchased a sweatshirt, it was like, if you bought a t-shirt and the t-shirt was $30, it was like, they would plant 3 trees. If you bought a sweatshirt, it was like they would plant 5 trees or something like that. I can't remember how it worked, but anyway, I don't think it's still like that over there. But anyway, I bought this Team C sweatshirt. The reason why is because, honest to God, and y'all know I wear a lot of hoodies, that Team Trees sweatshirt is one of the most comfortable hoodies I have ever owned in my entire life. It is so soft. It is so comfortable. It is so true to size, too. Like, I bought it extra large, and it fits me perfectly. And so I bought the Team C's one, and I really, really like the logo and everything. It's like a big wave on the Team C's one. I really wish it would come, so that I could start wearing it, but I haven't got the, information about that yet. So, yeah. I was actually using this little vacuum thing. I think I got it on Amazon, that somebody had put up, talking about on Twitter, that they swore by it. It's like this little vacuum thing, you just push this button, and it's like this long rod. I don't use it a lot, but, like, I use it to, like, pick up stuff, like, off the floor. Like, you know, it's really great for, like, if you break something, or you know, if you spill like food or whatever, it's great for stuff like that because it's just like it traps it in this little thing and then you can empty the thing really easily. It's super easy to use. It just sits in the charger the whole time. So we have it like literally like on our counter. It's like perfect. And so when I was putting up this Christmas tree, like the flock from the Christmas tree was like all going on the ground. And so I cleaned up all of this like flock stuff and with this like little sweeper thing, and it like works perfectly. So I would really, really recommend one of those for Christmas as well. What are other things I would recommend for Christmas? Well, I think you can never go wrong with cologne or perfume. Our therapist was asking us this the other day for his girlfriend, and he was like, well, what perfumes would you recommend? And I said, I think you should go in and you should find a perfume that you like how it smells, and then whenever she wears it, like, you know, you'll get turned on by the smell that she's wearing. He's like, that is such a great idea. And I was like, yeah. And we also gave him some suggestions for different perfumes that we like. I really like Alex's friend Sarah wears Terry Mugler Angel, and I really, really like that. I bought it for men, and I don't like it for men. I've smelled it on other men, and it smells good, but on me, it stinks. I don't like it at all. Stink bomb. Oh, that's another one. Spice bomb stinks on me. I don't like it at all. Alex, it smells really good on. We ran out of that a long time ago. Somebody for our wedding bought us Prada Black, and it was in like in a square black bottle that had the squeeze thing on the side. Whenever I say this, that it's been discontinued, people like send me pictures and they're like, it's not discontinued, it has been discontinued. The one that we wore was discontinued. Just like I used to wear the Michael Kors for men. It was in a clear bottle that had a black top to it, and it was like rectangular, and it was like a gold like liquid looking liquid, gold colored liquid, and it has been discontinued for years now. That was like my signature scent for a long time. Whenever I say these, people are always like, no, it hasn't been discontinued, it's still out there. It has been absolutely discontinued. You can find it like at overstock.com. I bought a bottle, oh god, I don't even know now. I still even have it on my counter, and it's literally like water at this point. I bought it like 3 or 4 years ago, and when I got it, oh, my husband is calling me. Hold on just a second. Okay, he's on his way home. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about the Michael Kors. So when I bought it from like overstock.com or something like that, because it was like the only place that I could find it at the time because it had been discontinued. And when it came in the box, and it looked like it was fresh, right? And when I sprayed it, it smelled like it was fresh. I don't know if anybody this has ever happened to you before with cologne or perfume, but it smelled, this is so bad, you guys, tonight with this. I don't know why it's going in and out. I mean, I know because it's sitting in the dark that does it, but do you hear my neighbor's dog? He has been going at it all day today, you guys. Like, and at one point they even took him like to the dog park or something, because I saw him like in the car, like they left and they came back like an hour later, and like they put him out in the backyard again, and he's just been like going crazy out there. I think he like sees all kinds of animals and stuff. I don't know. But he's been barking a lot. So, but anyway, I would put this cologne on, and like 5 minutes later, you couldn't even smell that I had sprayed it on. And I spray quite a bit of cologne on. I'm like, I'm a good cologne sprayer when I spray cologne on. People are always like, you smell so good. I'm like, thank you. I don't think I over spray cologne, but I spray just enough on, you know what I mean? But like, I'm trying to fix this tripod camera so maybe it'll focus a little bit better. It's so weird because the square is like right around my face, and it keeps on zooming in and out, and I don't know why. But like this, so there's a square on the camera that like, if it squares in on whatever you want to focus on, that it'll show it really clearly. And so like right now, it's like literally right around my head. It's like right around my face. But then it's just like, it goes zoom, 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 zoom. It goes in and out, in and out. I don't know. Anyway. So, I think it was just because it was like an old bottle of cologne or something like that, and it had been discontinued, but I was so upset about it. And I was like, oh my God. So I remember when I found out that it was being discontinued, I don't even really remember how I found out. I think I went to like Macy's or something, and they were like, no, we're out of it. Like, it got discontinued and we sold our last bottle. And then that was in like November or something like that. And this was like when I was with my ex. And so I was then at like Perfumania, and this would have been like maybe a year later or something when I was with Alex, because I remember being with Alex and they had, I think I was, and it was like at Christmas time or something, and we went to the Edinburgh Outlet Mall, and they have a Perfumania there, which is like discount, you know, colognes and things like that and perfumes, and they had it, and it was like $30 a bottle, and it was like all like discounted off because it was like last call kind of thing, and I literally bought like 6 or 8 bottles of it and wore it until it was gone. And those bottles, like, they lasted, like, they were good, like, they never, you know, like, the scent never went away. I'll tell you what is so funny about it is, so my mom found that cologne for me, and what's so interesting is that I had this woman that I knew, and she wore Michael Kors for women, which they still make, same bottle and everything like that as the men's that I wore. And it smells kind of spicy. I love it. I love this smell so much. And so I got it from my mom, and she started wearing it. But my mom had originally bought me, because she said she believes that everybody should have their signature scent. And so she originally bought me the Michael Kors for Men because she really liked the smell of it. And so I wore it for years and years and years. And there was actually this oil, this guy that I worked with back in the day in treatment, he sold like these like cologne and perfume oils. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They come in like little like oil bottles, you know, not like replicas of the colognes, but like completely different than that, but not like replicas. He just would sell these colognes, and they'd be called things like, I don't even know, but like the one that I bought was called Victor Newman. He'd sell them for like 10 or 12 bucks. And so I would always be like, can you get me 2 bottles of Victor Newman? And so I would put the Victor Newman on underneath it and then spray the cologne on, and they like smelled perfect together. I cannot tell you how many times I have Google searched that Victor Newman oil and tried to find it because it smells so good. I don't have any bottles of it left. I mean, I couldn't even like just like hold up a bottle to smell it to remember what it smells like, but it smelled so good back in the day. Victor Newman from Young and the Restless. It was like all names like that, you know? And so my mom bought me the Michael Kors for Men to have as a signature scent because she really, really liked it. And that's when I started wearing it. And I literally wore it from like, if she bought me that, probably in my first year sober, so I mean, I probably wore it until Alex and I were together, which was when I was 36. So I wore it from, you know, 22 to, what is that, 14 years, 15 years, something like that, every day. Literally the only cologne I would ever wear. And then the Victor Newman oil underneath when I had that. Sometimes I only wore the Victor Newman oil like if I went out somewhere, because it was kind of like, it was pretty intense. But anyway, neither one of those exists anymore. What was so funny is I sponsored this guy for a long time, and one time I was like, I picked him up, and he was like, after the meeting, he was going somewhere else to stay, and so he had like a bag with him, and so he like threw his, like he was like getting in the back seat, like throwing his bag in the back, well, he was getting in the front seat, but he was throwing his bag in the back seat, and so like I looked over my shoulder, and like the bag was unzipped, and like he had like a hoodie in there, and like on top of the hoodie, he had a bottle of cologne, and it was Michael Kors for Men. It was the same cologne that I wore, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, this is so crazy. I said, and he didn't know that I wore the cologne, because this was like, oh, this was probably, I don't know, in the first month that I was working with him or something. And I said, this is so crazy. I said, because this was towards the end of me wearing it, I said, in all the years of me wearing this cologne, I never, ever met another person that had worn this cologne. Like nobody would say, oh, I love that Michael Kors, or yeah, I wear it too, or whatever. Like, he is going crazy out there. What's unbelievable to me is that like he'll bark for literally like an hour and a half straight, and they're like completely oblivious. Like they can't hear him at all. And Boo Radley goes crazy. Like if I don't have the blinds shut, like the curtains in there, Boo Radley goes crazy hearing him and like him going off and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, So yeah, it was crazy that he wore that cologne and I wore that cologne, and I had never met anybody else that wore that cologne. And I remember he said that too. He was like, yeah, because I never run into anybody that wears this cologne. 6:16. I'm not going to be able to vlog for a really long time tonight because I'm going to go try to get to Tanya's early so we can get a coffee. So we can get a coffee. So we can get a coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I was going to take my Corksicle plaid coffee cup today, but since we're getting a coffee, I won't do that. I won't go get a coffee at Starbucks. And it's going in it. There comes the square again. So tomorrow, hopefully, I will get a lot more videos done. It was kind of actually not too cold today. It was nice out. It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was nice. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, it was a beautiful day today, but it wasn't like freezing cold outside. It was nicer than usual. My friend Valerie tonight is going to Pentatonics. Do you guys know them? They're downtown Indianapolis. She's really excited about it. She's going with 2 of her girlfriends. Apparently it's like the Pentatonics like Christmas thing or whatever. And then she has her Euchre Club girls Christmas party later in the week. She was telling me all about it last night. And they're going to a restaurant. She's real excited about it and all this kind of stuff. So, I don't play euchre. Do y'all play euchre? I don't even know how to play euchre. So many people have tried to teach me through the years. I don't get it. I just do not understand it. There's like a couple things out there that people have tried to teach me like for so long. Like I kind of get basketball. This is so embarrassing. Like, I kind of get basketball a little bit. What's so funny about this is that, like, my mom and dad are such... Like, I wouldn't say that they're sports fanatics, but, like, my mom was, like, a close second to the woman in The Blind Side. Like, my mom loved... I mean, I said loves. My mom loved college basketball and college football. And, you know, and she would always say to me growing up, she'd say, you know, I mean, I live in Indiana, Peter. She was like, I don't know if you guys know, but, like Big Ten sports in Indiana are like huge. Like people live and die for it, right? And all of these small towns in Indiana, like have you ever seen the movie, what's the movie? Shoot, about the basketball. It's like Hickory is the town. What's that? Shoot. Why can't I think of what that movie's called? It's such a great movie with Gene Hackman. It's one word. Why can't I think of it? I know somebody's shouting at the movie screen. Gene Hackman movies. Hoosiers is what it's called. I know that now, but it's going to come up here in just a second. Hold on a second. I want to see what year it came out. Sure isn't showing it. Postcards from the Edge. I love that movie so much. Oh, here it is. Hoosiers. 1986. So, Hoosiers is based on a true story, and it's about, I think it's about Hickory. And what's so funny about it is that it's about this small basketball town in Indiana that makes it to the state championships. And it's really a great movie. And this one kid's dad in there is like this burnout alcoholic and kind of cleans up his act. And it's a really neat movie, and it's a true story. Well, my mom loved this movie because my mom went to Broad Ripple High School. Graduated in '61. I'm a Ripple Rocket, a mighty Ripple Rocket. She would always sing that. But anyway, so she remembered this basketball like state championship happening at the Hinkle Fieldhouse, which is on Butler's campus, Butler University's campus. And like all of her friends from, you know, like going to school, they all went. I don't know what year that Hickory, it was like, I think she was like in 9th grade or something like that, but they all went to the game. And she could remember the game, and she would talk about it. Well, when Hoosiers came, my mom like went down there to be an extra and stuff in the movie because they like needed extras to dress like in 50s garb and all this kind of stuff. So, but anyway, I think she didn't get to do it because they had enough extras or something like that. I can't remember. Maybe she did get to do it. She went down there with a friend. I remember that. But anyway, she loved that movie so much. So yeah, I don't know anything about basketball, and I definitely definitely don't know anything about football. I mean, to an embarrassment point, you guys, okay? Like, Tanya actually does this thing. It's so funny because, so Tanya usually has like a Super Bowl party every year, and I don't go anymore. There's no reason. They're very serious about their football over there. I mean, people in Indiana, you guys, are like, I mean, I know this is like all across the country. I know it's not just in, you know, Indiana, but like, especially when it kind of comes to college sports, like people in Indiana are like very serious about stuff, okay? And like I was watching like one of Alex's friends, like her dad owns like restaurants here in town, and they were like watching, I think it was like the Purdue something game. Maybe Purdue IU, I don't know, game downtown, and he like took the flag on and threw the flag away off the wall and stuff, like the Purdue flag and all this kind of stuff. I mean, people are like really, really serious about sports here. You can't say anything. I mean, you just can't, right? And so, but Tanya has this joke because like I went to the Super Bowl party. I think it was Alex and I were both there. I can't remember how long ago it was. But anyway, like every time they would like shout in the room, I only went for the food because, you know, it was chilly. This one was before I was a vegetarian, so 6 or 7 years ago. But like every time like the people, like, you know, because there was like probably 10 people there, they would cheer, I go touchdown like that, but I went like this. And Tanya was like laughing at me. So now like whenever we talk about football, she always says touchdown and she goes like this. But anyway, so I don't know, is that what you do, or do you do this? The robot? I don't know. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Who cares? It doesn't matter. And I definitely don't know basketball either. And there was a period of my life when I was rather resentful that my dad didn't teach me how to throw a basketball or a football. And I got over that real quick. He tried, he did. But like we didn't like throw a football like in the front yard for a long time or anything like that. You know, like we never did any of that. And I kind of like, you know, like later in life, I can remember like being like in junior high and high school and like not knowing how to do that. And my dad like did with like basketball. He got me a basketball, and he was like, because my dad was really like athletic growing up. He was like super athletic. And so he was like, you know, like, we'll do this, and he would teach me how to, and I just never got it. Like, I couldn't, you know, I just couldn't figure it out. All right, so my husband is home, and I'm going to get off here now and start getting ready for, what time is it? Oh, this will give me just enough time to start rendering this vlog and then get up and take a shower. And I got a load of laundry in the dryer. I can fold everything and then have that nice and ready. And I want to show Alex the Christmas bedroom. And so yeah, so anyway, thank you guys for hanging out on the front porch with me. I know they've been a little short the last 2 days, but I'll try to do something a little bit longer tomorrow. And this has been fun tonight, and I love you guys so much. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want, whenever you need to. 2, or your week, you can start your week over too if you need to. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. You might just be putting a smile on their face and changing their day or their week for the better. And you know, there's a lot of people out there that don't hear from anybody all day long. So hearing from you might just really make them feel so much better. And that's a lot of power that you have in just texting them or calling them, you know. Hello, hey, thinking of you. So anyway, reach out to them. And also don't forget to be kinder to one another, love one another a little bit more, and be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. And for those that need to hear it, and those that want to hear it, and those that just happen to stick around, one more, I love you. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Happy birthday, Lena.